Hey everybody, I'm back again. I know it's been a minute, but today I'm gonna be talking about the show. You guys already seen the thumbnail, Daredevil Born Again. When this show was announced, I think last year, I watched the trailer, and all I thought about was this show. Why when I watched the trailer? Because I did watch on Netflix. If not, like I am gonna spoil the Daredevil Born Again. So if you don't want to get spoiled, please go watch the show. Go watch the Netflix Daredevil and then watch Daredevil Born Again so you can get caught up on the story on it. So you get like most of like kind of Easter eggs and like kind of the storyline before Daredevil Born Again. You'll love it. Like honestly, when I first watched it, it was amazing. Like the story, the characters. Like I never thought I would really like Daredevil because I didn't hear about him until I watched the show on Netflix. I found it. I was scrolling through it. And I found Daredevil, and I was like, I'll give the show a try. And when I watched the first season, I loved it. Honestly, I it was amazing, like perfect. All three seasons, it was just amazing, and I would really watch it. I still do. I would watch all three seasons over and over and over again because it was amazing. Like the story was like sad. It was it was sad. It was like sometimes like happy, sometimes like disappointing, but it was like a good disappointing. Like sometimes like you didn't want that person to die, or why did this happen, or why is she being like that. That show had everything you ever wanted in every single season. It was amazing. Back to Daredevil Born Again. I'm stuttering. I'm so sorry. Daredevil Born Again is kind of like for me. I think it's kind of like a season four of the original Daredevil to me, and everybody else thinks that probably, but I think we can all get out of the way is that Foggy. We all know what happened to Foggy. Like R.I.P. I really wish they wouldn't have done that, but it did set up the storyline a little bit. And before, before this Daredevil Born Again, the original story was that Foggy did die, and Matt just gave up being Daredevil, just like he did in the show. But we wouldn't have saw him wear the suit until episode 4, and the story was kind of like gonna be really different. But we didn't get that, so we got him wearing the suit in the very first episode. Him fighting Bullseye, Dexter, Point De- Point Dexter. That's his name. I don't know why I said Dexter. Point Dexter. Yeah, that's his name. I'm really slow right now. But he was fighting him after he shot Foggy, and it really went to him like if you go back to the writing season 2, I don't know what episodes when Frank Castle, the Punisher, had Daredevil chain on the roof. He told him that he was one bad day away from being him. And if you go to the first episode of Daredevil Born Again, is where after he hears Foggy's heartbeat stop beating, he didn't care in that moment. He let him fall, and he wanted him to die. He wanted him to not live, and he didn't. He lived, honestly. And I think that day he lost a friend, and then he broke the rule where he doesn't want to be a monster. He doesn't want to be a killer. That's where he kind of stopped being Daredevil, and the whole series is him just trying to not go back to being that person, the devil of House Kitchen. Him just being Matt Murdock, just like in season 3 of Daredevil, the Netflix one, where he chose being Daredevil over Matt Murdock. So it's kind of like switched. If you really watch that season 3 and this one, it really goes together because in season 3, Matt said, I'd rather die as the devil and live as Matt Murdock. In Daredevil Born Again season 1, he's being Matt Murdock. He doesn't want to ever be Daredevil again. It's kind of the same thing but switched. Season 3, he just wants to be Daredevil, not Matt Murdock. Season 1, he just wants to be Matt Murdock. Daredevil is out of his life, but he has that urge, like an itch he can't scratch. Like he wants to fight crime. He wants to be out there protecting people, but he doesn't want to because he thinks Foggy probably wouldn't want that. Is that if he lets that... Oh, sorry. I really had to burp there. I'm so sorry. but he he doesn't want to let the devil in. Because if you watch, like literally go watch 3 seasons of Daredevil, the Netflix one, please, on Disney Plus. Go Disney Plus, watch Daredevil Netflix one, and then watch Daredevil Born Again. I'm really stuttering a lot. I'm so sorry. And you kind of understand the character of Daredevil. Like, he struggles between, like, being a lawyer, being a friend, being kind of like a boyfriend in relationships, and he struggles with that, and then being Daredevil. And that's hard. In the 3 seasons, in season 1, yeah, to be honest, I'm gonna be spoiling like some of the seasons. So again, disclaimer: I did before. If you haven't seen it, go watch it right now on Disney Plus, or if you can watch it somehow, go watch all the seasons. Go watch one to 3 seasons of Daredevil, and then Daredevil Born Again season 1 to catch you all up, and then come back to this video and like it, please. In the first season of Daredevil, he's really balancing. He's balancing it, being a friend of Foggy, doing all of that, and him trying to. He thinks he has it, but over time, it slips. Foggy finds out he doesn't want to be his friend anymore because he lied to him for years. And do all this to 1, 2, and 3. To 1 and 2, the season 1 and 2, Karen and Foggy don't trust Matt. They don't want to be his friend. They don't want to be by him because how he lies and keeps them in the dark, which he does to protect them, but they don't see it that way. They think that he doesn't trust them enough, or he's just doing it to protect them, to keep them safe from Wilson Fisk. But season 3 is where he understands them. He understands why they don't want to be his friend. They understand why Foggy didn't want to be his friend anymore and doesn't want to be his partner-in-law. Why Karen didn't want to be with him because of how he is. And he let that part of him, Matt Murdock, die because he knew Matt had nothing left. And the only thing he had left was Daredevil, so he chose to be Daredevil. And do that, and at the end of that, I'm like, I don't know why I'm stuttering so much. I'm so sorry. At the end of season 3, he had a choice. And the people that seen it, you know what choice he had. He either had to kill Wilson Fisk, which he wanted so he can become what he wanted him to be, a murderer, a monster like him, or be the hero. To be a symbol of hope, that people know that Daredevil is not just a killer, that he's not just somebody who just likes beating up people and he enjoys it. That's all he does. He let him live because he didn't want him to destroy himself, to destroy Matt Murdock, the Daredevil. Because if he did, he would have just been the murderer. The murderer that Poindexter was, him pretending to be Daredevil. If he did that, that would be just terrible. He would have lost, and he would have let Wilson Fisk win. But he didn't. He won. And he put him back behind bars. But in Daredevil Born Again, it's a time skip. Matt's like, Eric, Karen, Foggy got back together, like they're all friends again. They opened their own law firm. It was Foggy, Matt, and Nelson and Murdock and Karen. They're all together working together. In that first episode, it shows Bullseye, the one that he put away, coming after Foggy, and he shot him. And like I said before, Daredevil wanted to kill him, and a year passed, and he's just Matt Murdock. He never wore the suit again. He put it away, and he's just being a normal person. But sometimes he has an urge to be Daredevil, that he misses it, that he feels that he's not doing enough to help people. And you see it in the show where he helped White Tiger and helped another homeless man. I forgot his name, I'm so sorry. And him losing Hector a lot of. I'm probably butchering that. I'm just gonna call him Hector. If please don't get mad at me if I mispronounce his last name. Hector Alal. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying it because I don't want people to get mad at me. But in the show, you see how him like helping people, him being a lawyer. When he got him free, and then he just dies, and he feels sad it was on him because maybe if he was Daredevil, he would have stopped it. Maybe. Who knows who would have happened, but Matt struggles with it. Is that he's tired of just holding it back, trying not to put on that suit. Just like Wilson Fisk, like in the show. That he's mayor. And he tried in the beginning. He tried not to go back to his old ways, like him killing people, him manipulating people, him threatening people. He wanted to do it just calm, just like Matt. They both tried to hide the monster in them, but like Wilson Fisk said, they both have so much anger, and sometimes that does take over you. And throughout the episodes, you can see throughout every time in their lives they go back to wanting to be their old selves. Kingpin wanting to have power over everybody like he did, not having to let people walk all over him and call him names. Him wanting to hurt them, him wanting to threaten them, to look at him saying, I run this place now. I'm in charge. Show me respect. Same with Matt. He was during the bank job. He couldn't. He could have walked away. To be honest, he could have walked away. He could have said they had it, but he couldn't do it. He went back in there, handled them all, saved the day. Because the part of him wanted to be a hero. He wanted to be Daredevil again. And do the last episode of Daredevil Born Again, him being Daredevil again, he put on the suit to save Hector's daughter from Muse. And when he answered the phone, he literally was gonna call the 911, but he thought about it. If he called them, it'd be too late. He'll be the 70th. I think they said he killed 68 victims. I might be wrong, probably, but she would have been another number on the board. So he just said, F it, I'm putting it on. And then you see him putting on the suit and going to find her. And the fight between Daredevil and the Muse was phenomenal. It was amazing fight choreography. Like Matt Murdock just, like, he didn't even skip a beat of him being rusty at all. He went in there just wanting to take him down. I think he wanted to like do like the end of the fight, him just like kind of like strangling him, because it switches to Daredevil fighting Muse, and then was a Fist fighting Vanessa's, I would say, like, lover, and they both just stepped out of them pretending to be their new selves to be their old selves again. And to be honest, they both missed it. They both missed being the people they were meant to be. Matt was meant to be Daredevil. The Kingpin was meant to be Kingpin. No matter what, they can't hide who they are. They can't pretend to be that. They can only be what they're meant to be. Matt was meant to protect people and keep them safe. Wilson Fisk was just meant to hurt people, manipulate people, have power, to make people do what he wants. And Daredevil just... I think when I first watched it, like him pretending, it gave me vibes to season 3 Daredevil, where he just was Daredevil, was not Matt Murdock. He didn't want to be Matt Murdock. He was just Daredevil, fighting crime, helping people. Same with Daredevil Born Again. He's just, through half the season, he was just Matt Murdock, and then slowly he started to like not want to be Matt Murdock. He wanted to be Daredevil too, and it makes you like really like it's really like messed up Like honestly, like I didn't like when sorry when Foggy got shot and died. I was really stunned. Like honestly, because I didn't want him to die. Honestly, I thought he was gonna live, but it did happen in the comics. So who knows? They did say he was gonna be in season 2 and a bunch of other characters too. But you felt so heartbroken for Matt because that was his best friend. And there was an Easter egg about when they, I think him when they were in college. He said, like, what's the how do you say lawyers in I think Spanish? He said, I'm not gonna pronounce. Look, it was kind of like it sounded like avocado, but it wasn't. Avagi just called it avocado. Avocado's at law, and you see him putting it on a plaque, and Matt just smiling at it, and Matt misses him because he reads the Foggy's letter from the funeral, like saying "Rest in peace, Foggy Nelson," and all you see him just remembering that, him keeping that in his house on his table, kitchen table, to remind himself that he's not being Daredevil because of him, but Foggy wanted him to be Daredevil to protect people. He wouldn't want him to stop being Daredevil because he died. The death wasn't on his hands. That's why throughout this, like at the last episode, that he was being Daredevil to find the person who took Foggy away from him and bring him to justice. And I'm not gonna lie, but I would give Daredevil like a rating out of it, a solid 8.9. I would give it a 10/10, but I'll just be biased. I'll give it a 9.9 because there was some stuff I kind of didn't like, but they're like little things, so I'll give it an 8.9. And if you really like, when you watch it, it kind of gives you feelings of season 3 of Daredevil, the Netflix one. For me, it did. I don't know for anybody else who's watched it that if it gave you that feeling, but it gave me that feeling a lot. Even even like the episode where Matt and Frank have a discussion about why he let Poindexter live. Why he's just out there. He's like, and Matt was just, he was holding it back. Like he wanted to get his hands on him and he wanted to end him. He wanted just to take him from this world so he didn't have to hurt anybody else, but he didn't want to. How much he wanted to just end him, he couldn't. He didn't want to. For Foggy wouldn't want that. He didn't want him to cross that line. And just like Frank, he wanted him to do it. He wanted him to cross that line just like he does so he can understand him. But he didn't do it. And if you've seen the show and you've seen that cutscene between them, that was so just, like, it was sad and good at the same time. It was phenomenal. Like, honestly, they put so much work into the shows that I was hyped. It was the only Marvel show that I was hyped for. That made me so happy they didn't mess it up, and thank everybody that we got new writers on here that we didn't get the written before the season we were supposed to get before. That was kind of like wasn't gonna be good. That we weren't gonna get certain characters back, but we got everybody back for this season and then next season. But it was amazing to watch the show again, to help to get them to bring back Matt Murdock, Foggy Nelson, Karen Page, Wilson Fisk, Vanessa, everybody from Daredevil back here. It was just amazing to see, and I was very impressed and blown away to see this show do good. Like, honestly, it was top notch. And I know people are going to say, oh, you're glazing or you're getting too much. Watch the show. I don't care what you say. Watch the Netflix show and watch this. Tell me that does not get the same vibes as that. Tell me. I would love for you to argue with me in the comments below. Argue with me in the comments below. I dare you to, and I will argue back. Because this was the best Daredevil season. I'm gonna say best. Season 3 of Daredevil was that those are tied. I'm not gonna lie. Those are tied between 3 and Daredevil Born Again season 1. Those are both tied for me. That's just me. I don't know who else, but that my thoughts on it was amazing. Honestly, it was fun seeing like him and Daredevil, Frank Castle and Daredevil work together, like dislike in. Well, they didn't really work together in season 2. They kind of like, kind of, I guess I wouldn't say that, but they did work together. And seeing Frank just going ham on Wilson Fisk's Dirty Cops. Oh my goodness! If you watch that scene, you know what I'm talking about. Like seriously, go watch that episode, please, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Phenomenal, like literally phenomenal. And I wanted to just make this video about what my thoughts on it were, and it was just amazing. I love the like, reference they had from the past Daredevil shows, and what the story's going to be back in the season 2. Season 2 is going to be good. I can't wait for it to come out next year. It kind of sucks how there was only 8 episodes, which I wanted them to release all of them, but I get it. Honestly, just the last episode kind of left out kind of like a cliffhanger. So I'm guessing season 2, episode 1's going to continue off that episode. I'm guessing it's going to have a time skip where Matt's going to have an army, or trying to build an army to go against Fisk. That's what I'm guessing, but we're going to have to wait and see. I did see some images online about some things, but I'm not going to say anything. If you know, you know. If you don't, find out or just wait. But I wanted to come out and make a video about what my thoughts on Daredevil Born Again was. It was amazing, phenomenal. I give it an 8.9 out of 10. Amazing work. Like, hands off to the writers, the actors, Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio. Oh, I'm butchering his name. Or Vincent. I'm going to call you Vincent. I'm so sorry if I can't call you that, but I'm going to call you Vincent. You guys are amazing, and I'm really happy that they chose you guys to play the most amazing characters in Marvel to me. And I'm really happy that I get to see more of this on screen, and I really hope that maybe down the line we can see you in some MCU movies. We can't see Kingpin because the writers say he can't be in there, but Daredevil make an appearance in Avengers Doomsday, maybe in some other shows, maybe Spider-Man 4. Please, we need Matt Murdock's Daredevil to team up with Spider-Man, go against Kingpin, go against somebody else, who knows. Please, I don't care if he's just in there for a second or 2 or 3 scenes. Make a special where they're working together, like they work together in the comics. Make it happen on screen. We would love to see the Charlie Cox Daredevil meet Tom Holland, Peter Parker. We need that. Like, honestly, we really need that, and that would be amazing. But that's the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoy this one, my thoughts on Daredevil Born Again. And if you haven't watched it, go watch it right now. But don't watch that. Watch the Netflix version of Daredevil, and then go to Daredevil Born Again so you can understand some of the references and some of the Easter eggs from the past seasons of Daredevil, so you can understand what I was talking about. Throughout my thoughts on it, and you will love it and all the characters they put in it. But that's the end of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And if you want to hear my thoughts on other shows or movies or anything, please let me know in the comments below. And I will probably make another video on the Punisher, maybe, or on another characters that I like from Marvel shows or movies. But I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.